everyone, I'm HIMAY10nence's and this is a quick video in response to HIMAY10nence's video on welfare benefits and drug testing. I know in the news over the last couple of months or so, it's been a sore subject with some individuals. One, because they felt that the constitutional rights were being violated and they just didn't see a need for being drug tested for welfare benefits. Well, here's my spin. Okay, the government, law officials, put laws into effect to keep people from selling drugs, from taking drugs or having it in their possession, all that good stuff. So, if the government is doing that to try to stop drugs, why should the government help to enable or to continue someone's drug habit? What I mean by that is that I'm a counselor. I've worked with individuals in addictions and know that some of them have sold their benefits so that they could acquire drugs. Now, with that being said, why would the government take taxpayer dollars, or why would taxpayers allow the government to use their monies to help support an illegal habit? Just doesn't make sense at all. So it only makes sense that the government would begin to intervene by asking people or making it mandatory that individuals submit to drug screening. It's only right, only fair. When I think about my job, and even past jobs, before they would hire me, I had to take a drug test. And with one particular employer, I was drug tested randomly on a couple of occasions. Now, I have never done an illegal drug in my life. The only prescription drugs that I've taken are those that have been prescribed for me, and only for the time period and for the illness that they were prescribed for. So, yes, I was not happy that I was asked to take a random drug test, but you know what? If I wanted to stay on that job, that meant that I had to submit to their rules. So, same with welfare. If you are on benefits and you're receiving that assistance, that's your income. That is very much like me receiving my paycheck. So in order for you to still get your benefits, why wouldn't you want to submit to a drug screening? I mean, I can't see where that's a violation of a person's rights any more than me doing drug screenings and my job is a violation of my rights. But I digress. So that's my take on that. But I also want to say this because I had a conversation about this very topic with someone, and they were under the impression that I'm bougie and that I've always had, or I live a very good lifestyle. Let me put everything in perspective. Number one, I have been on welfare before. Okay? At 11 years old, my parents separated. They needed to live under a different roof. My dad was the only one working at that particular time. And so we went with my mom. My mom hadn't worked since my brother was born, and at that particular time, I believe my brother was maybe about 14 or 15. So she hadn't worked in about 15 years. So, being that she had not worked in a number of years, she had 2 kids to support, keep a roof over their head, food in our mouths, clothes, all that kind of stuff. She had to resort to public assistance, welfare. I'm not ashamed of that. And neither was she. Now, my mom used welfare to her advantage. While it provided a roof over our head and food in our tummies and, clothes and all of that, my mom took advantage of the skills training classes that they had and anything else that they offered that would help her get from point A to point B. And I can sit here and testify that within about 6 months' time, we were off of welfare. My mom had acquired a job. It wasn't like she was making a killing or anything like that, but she acquired a job to where she could support us. I mean, I recall going down to the welfare agency, going to get our stamps, going to, pick up our other benefits, all that stuff. And again, my mom wasn't ashamed. I didn't feel ashamed, but then too, I was 11 years old, but I didn't feel ashamed, but I knew that that's what my mom had to do to try to support us. And I also recall going down to the office with my mom when she sat down with the agent to tell them that, look, we no longer need public assistance. And of course, the agent was shocked because most people don't come in to say, hey, we don't need, public assistance anymore. But lo and behold, what I am trying to get at is that welfare does not have to be a lifestyle. Now, I completely understand that there are individuals that need it. Again, like I said, been there, done that, understand that. But there are other individuals who see that as a free ride, and that's the individuals that I have a problem with. It's not right to look for a handout when you're able-bodied, you're able to get up and go out and work. You may already have a skill that you just choose not to use. I mean, it's really not right. I see and have worked with too many individuals who have disabilities, who have fallen on hard times. With this economy right now, they can't even find a job that really need a lot of these benefits. But guess what? When they go, a lot of times they're told, well, we can only give you X amount because the funding's low. Okay, let's think about it from this perspective. You got individuals who really need help, who can't get help because those who really don't need help want to hog up the system, is what I'm getting at. And so my hope is that those very individuals who have made this a lifestyle will actually wake up and do something for themselves. Now, I may be just talking in the wind on that, but that really is my hope. But like I said, this was supposed to be a quick video, but I am in agreement with drug testing for welfare benefits.